Coming to you live, my name is Kyle Scott, and it turns out urine is not a beneficial chemical for your guitar. My son, he's 2, likes to stand on my hard shell guitar case, though I have repeatedly told him not to do such things. Well, he was on my guitar case, which was standing vertical like this. I didn't notice it for a second. He was standing right on top here. At the time, this was a few weeks ago, my wife and I were potty training him, and so he was not in his diaper at this moment. He was in his Lightning McQueen undies. And so when he stood on the case, he decided to unleash his bladder. The pee-pee dripped onto the case, and at that moment, I saw that he was standing on it, and then I saw that he had peed on it, and I thought all was fine, but then I realized that the crack that runs through here probably would be letting some pee-pee in. So I quickly removed him from the case and opened it up, and to my dismay, the pee-pee had seeped all inside here and gotten this green velvet all wet with urine. I've cleaned it since. And my guitar was in here, and the pee had soaked onto my guitar and down into the hole even, because it was on its side, so it just ran straight over it. And you could see it in there. It was all dark inside there from his pee, and there was a staining on the veneer, the finish here, and I was sad because I love my guitar. It is my favorite guitar. I have a few, and this is my oldest currently in use, and it sounds beautiful, but I didn't know what was gonna happen with pee inside it. So I grabbed a towel and scrubbed it quickly, and I scrubbed the wood inside. I took the strings off, but it didn't clean much because it's unfinished in there, so it just soaked in immediately. And so there was not much to do but sit back and wonder what would happen and what new tones I would be hearing from my instrument. Now, the effect of the potty was shocking. Thankfully, I didn't hear much of a change in the sound of the guitar. If anything, I think it sounds better. I think, yep, there's some new tones in there. So I guess I can be grateful to my son for that. But the worst part about it was that this lining all along the sides had just popped and peeled off. I mean, the pee only got here, but it just peeled. I don't know if it soaked in up here, but it was popped off all the way around this guitar, all on this one, and also this lining here had popped off by the next day. And so the urine, I don't know the acidity of it or what. I don't know if my son needs to drink more water, but man, it was just, all of it was popped off. And so, except for like sort of stuck on like right here or something. And so you can see still that this is, I've wood glued it on, but you can see that either I did a bad job or the PP remains in effect because it won't stay glued down. So it was just devastating to me that my instrument had so poorly received the urine. And it blew my mind just how quickly the urine went to work on this thing, that within 24 hours all the white lining had just peeled away. I'm still reeling from the effect of my son's callous and cruel act. I'm gonna be more careful in the future. I'm not gonna allow my children to pee on any more of my instruments. This is a short video, but I considered it of the utmost importance to warn those of you who may be wanting to experiment with urine on your guitar, maybe as a cleaning solution or just something to put on there. I wouldn't recommend it. My name is Kyle Scott, and thank you for listening to my PSA about the effects of urine on a guitar.